When people think about retiring in New York, they usually think about leaving. Florida if they want sun, the Carolinas if they want it cheaper, Arizona if they want dry heat and a cactus in the yard. And if they actually stay, they think about Westchester or the Long Island suburbs, which is like retiring to your own commute. Property taxes with their own zip code, traffic on the parkway, and the slow realization that you moved from one suburb into another just with an older roof. But there is another New York, a New York that most retirement guides skip because these towns are too small to make a top 10 list on a website trying to sell you a reverse mortgage. These are the towns where people who actually did the research are retiring quietly. Today we are counting down 10 of the best retirement towns in New York that nobody talks about. No Manhattan, no Westchester, no Hamptons. Just the towns the smart retirees found while everyone else was stuck on the Long Island Expressway. Let's get into it. Number 10. Oneonta is a city of about 15,000 people in Otsego County in the Catskill foothills along the Susquehanna River, 3 hours northwest of New York City. The median home sale price is around $200,000, and the strategy is simple. Get everything a small city offers without paying a suburb's property tax bill. A.O. Fox Hospital provides local care, and Albany is 90 minutes east. A 3-bedroom home with a yard costs what a 1-bedroom condo costs in Brooklyn. The math is not complicated, it is just not advertised. Oneonta is the town retirees discover when they realize living 3 hours from Manhattan saves them $1 million in 20 years of stress. Number 9. Penn is a village of about 5,100 people in Yates County at the northern tip of Keuka Lake in the Finger Lakes. The median home price is around $295,000. $295,000 in a state where the median crosses $500,000 is remarkably low. Keuka Lake is the draw, a Y-shaped lake surrounded by vineyards with quiet mornings on the water. Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hospital sits blocks from the village center. The trade-off is scale. The entertainment matches what a village of this size can support. For some retirees, that is a deal breaker. For others, it is the entire point. If you are not subscribed yet, you are paying full price for retirement advice that this channel gives away for free. Hit subscribe, because number 1 is a town where you can drink water from a mineral spring, watch thoroughbreds race on the oldest track in America, and catch a Philadelphia orchestra concert in the same afternoon. Number 8. Hudson is a small city of about 5,800 people in Columbia County on the east bank of the Hudson River, 2 hours north of Manhattan by Amtrak. The median home price is around $440,000, and the story of Hudson is a story of rebuilding. By the 1980s, Warren Street was mostly boarded up. In the early 1990s, antiques dealers priced out of Manhattan started storing inventory in Hudson warehouses. The warehouses became galleries. The galleries became restaurants. The restaurants became a reason to stay. Today, Warren Street runs 2 miles from the river, lined with over 200 independent businesses and almost no chains. Hudson had to rebuild itself before it could invite anyone else in. That rebuilding is done. The invitation is open. Number 7. Cooperstown is a village of about 1,800 people in Otsego County at the southern tip of Otsego Lake in the Catskill foothills. The median home price is around $470,000. The reason Cooperstown shows up on this list is a reason most retirement guides bury at the bottom of the page. Healthcare. Bassett Medical Center is a full teaching hospital covering 8 counties, and it employs more people than the village has residents. For a town of 1,800, the medical access is unmatched in the state. About 27% of the village is 65 or older. That is not a coincidence. Retirees figured this place out a long time ago. The National Baseball Hall of Fame brings 300,000 visitors a year, which means a village of 1,800 supports a downtown it has no business having. Cooperstown is the retirement town nobody talks about because everyone is too busy talking about baseball. That works out fine for the retirees who found it first. Number 6. Fairport is a village of about 5,500 people in Monroe County along the Erie Canal, 10 miles east of Rochester. The median home price is around $332,000, and the reason Fairport belongs on this list is one word: safety. The odds of being a crime victim in Fairport are about 1 in 5,000. Statewide, the odds are 1 in 257. That is not a sales pitch. That is the data. Historic lift bridges and a canal-side downtown make Fairport the crown jewel of the Erie Canal. Rochester is 20 minutes west for the University of Rochester Medical Center. Fairport is the town nobody mentions because nobody thinks of Rochester as a retirement destination. That is changing, and the people who figured it out first are paying $332,000 for a house in one of the safest villages in the state. Number 5. Canandaigua is a city of about 10,500 people in Ontario County at the northern end of Canandaigua Lake in the Western Finger Lakes. The median home listing price is around $484,000, and Canandaigua is a town retirement guides have been noticing for years, without most retirees catching on. Nearly 22% of the population is 65 or older. F.F. Thompson Hospital is in town, and Rochester's Academic Medical Center sits 25 miles northwest. The historic Main Street feels preserved in a way most American towns gave up on decades ago. Canandaigua is the Finger Lakes retirement town nobody talks about nationally because New York does not need to advertise it. The people who find it stay. Number 4. Beacon is a city of about 15,000 people in Dutchess County on the east bank of the Hudson River, 60 miles north of Manhattan. The median home sale price is around $540,000, and the strategy is Manhattan without Manhattan. The Metro North station at the south end of Main Street puts Grand Central 90 minutes away on a direct train. Your property tax bill, your mortgage, and your stress level are a fraction of what they would be inside the city limits. Beacon's transformation began in 2003 when Dia Beacon opened on the riverfront. One of the largest modern art museums in the country anchored a declining downtown. Main Street now runs nearly a mile through galleries, vintage shops, and farm-to-table restaurants. Mount Beacon rises behind the city with trails into the Hudson Highlands. For retirees who move to New York because of the city but cannot afford the city, Beacon is the answer, 60 miles up the Hudson line. Same river, same access, different price, and a mountain out the back door. Number 3. Skaneateles is a village of about 2,500 people in Onondaga County at the northern tip of Skaneateles Lake, 20 miles southwest of Syracuse. The median home price is around $762,000, and Skaneateles became the place downstate retirees moved to when the Hamptons stopped being quiet and started being a scene. Skaneateles Lake is one of the cleanest lakes in the country, clear enough to see the bottom in 20 feet of water. The village sits on its northern edge. 3 blocks of Lakeshore downtown offer galleries, boutiques, and a hotel that has been serving guests since the 1880s. Half of the population is 60 or older. The social scene is built for retirees because retirees built it. Syracuse is 30 minutes east, where St. Joseph's Hospital provides medical care. $762,000 is real money, but for retirees who left downstate because it got too big, too loud, and too expensive, Skaneateles is the version of New York that postcards promised and rarely delivered. The quiet survived. It just moved upstate. Number 2. Cazenovia is a village of about 2,700 people in Madison County at the south end of Cazenovia Lake, half an hour east of Syracuse. The median home value is around $260,000, and Cazenovia is the smallest place on this list. It is also the most surprising. A village of 2,700 people should not have what Cazenovia has. The Albany Street Historic District is a preserved main street that looks like it was built to prove upstate can do quaint. There is a village library with a functioning mummy exhibit inside. A lakefront inn from the 1890s still serves dinner on a veranda. Syracuse is 30 minutes west for Upstate University Hospital. Cazenovia is the retirement secret that 2,700 people have been keeping for years. The only reason it is still affordable is that most people drive past it on Route 20 without turning off. They're lost. Number 1. Saratoga Springs is a city of about 28,800 people in Saratoga County, 30 miles north of Albany in the foothills of the Adirondacks. The median home price is around $620,000, and Saratoga Springs has everything a retiree could want. And 3 things most New York retirement towns cannot offer: mineral springs, horse racing, and a summer performing arts season. The mineral springs that gave the city its name still flow in Congress Park, where public pavilions let anyone fill a cup. Saratoga Racecourse is the oldest continually operating thoroughbred track in the United States. It is not a costume show. It is a tradition running since 1863, and it fills the city with a community energy that feels authentic because it is. The Saratoga Performing Arts Center hosts the Philadelphia Orchestra and the New York City Ballet every summer. Saratoga Hospital provides local care, and Albany Medical Center is 30 minutes south. About 22% of the population is 65 or older. Saratoga is the retirement town people do talk about, but only the people who already live there. They tell their friends quietly. They do not post about it because they do not want the prices to climb any faster. That is not a hidden gem. That is the best retirement town in New York. Those are 10 New York retirement towns that nobody talks about, from the Catskill foothills to the Finger Lakes vineyards to the mineral springs of the Adirondacks. The best place to retire in New York is not in the big city. It is in the town you have never heard of that has everything you need and nothing you do not. Subscribe. Drop a comment and tell me which town on this list you would actually move to. We will see you in the next one.